Hello everybody and welcome to today's video on a fun new game from some developers of the LEGO games, Funko Fusion from 1010 Games. This new game was announced quite a long time ago, but recently they announced the game's release date with a new trailer. So in this video we're going to be taking a look at the teaser and reveal trailer for Funko Fusion, as well as doing a dive into the website and looking at some of the other content on other platforms like Twitter. And finally, we will theorize about the plot and game mechanics throughout the video. So let's start with the teaser trailer. So first off, we see a pan across 3 worlds from the opening franchises of the game. It starts with Jurassic World, which I think is like the poster child of this game, alongside the next scenes from Antarctica, from The Thing, and Battlestar Galactica. I don't really know much. But these 3 franchises are taking up the vast majority of the promotional footage. And then we move to a black room with a shelf of Funko Pops, focusing on number 5 from the Umbrella Academy. I just want to say that I have not seen a vast majority of these franchises. I really only know Jurassic World and Back to the Future, so I have no clue who this is. But back to the shelf. What I'm thinking is that this might be where, like, the character selection for the different Funko Pops that we want to play as, because then it pans out to a bunch more Pops from a bunch of different franchises. So I'm thinking that this will be like the character, like, selector. And the vibes that I'm getting from this game is really like a Lego Dimensions, but without the toys to life. So then the player selects 4 characters from The Mummy, The Thing, The Umbrella Academy, and Battlestar Galactica. This confirms that the game will have 4-player co-op, at least online. I'm really hoping that there is 2-player couch co-op. Then we get a bunch of different footage. We get like a ton of footage from different franchises. Things that stand out to me are a clip from Shaun of the Dead, where he uses, I want to say, a cricket bat to hit this zombie, but it might be a sign of melee combat. Also, in the Jurassic World scene, we see a possessed Indominus Rex in the background. But the thing is, it's daytime and there are pteranodons. And in the original movie, the Indominus was not in this scene. So maybe the main villain, who we now know is named Eddie and is voiced by Mr. Krabs, will be taking events from these franchises and invading them, like taking over the primary antagonists. So we might be like, we might jump into the events of Jurassic World or The Thing, like real events from the movies. This is also backed up by a clip of the clock tower scene from Back to the Future. So I really think that that's going to be what it is. Maybe Eddie will take over Biff Tannen. So then in another scene, we see the Indominus again later, where it's replicating the scene with Zach Gray in the gyrosphere, but this time it's possessed by Eddie, and it has a crown on its head that's, like, corrupted. So this might signify a boss for the world. I'll talk more about this later in the video when we get to the reveal trailer. We also see some gameplay, which shows ranged combat, destructible objects, and the use of puzzles, such as picking up an energy source and moving it to a power area, as well as some sweet flamethrower action. And a playable T-Rex. I'm also so excited for this game. I don't know how characters will be unlocked, or if they will be purchased through an in-game currency, or unlocked through story progression. And finally, we see some more Eddie possession of the Thing from The Thing, and some Indominus action of eating a dude. So that's my observations and thoughts on the first trailer for Funko Fusion. Now let's move on to the next and most recent trailer. Before we continue with the breakdown and analysis, I just want to pause to say only 3% of the people who watch my videos are subscribed, and only 8% hit the bell to get notified for when my next video drops. We need to fix this. So be sure to like the video, subscribe, and turn on that bell notification, and comment down below if you are excited for Funko Fusion. Now let's get back to the video. We pan in on another scene of Jurassic World with a Funko T-Rex, which may be playable, and a Brachiosaurus in the background. We then see our next look at Hill Valley from Back to the Future with some narration from Mr. Krabs. And some more The Thing. But what I notice most about all of these is the slight purple cracking around the border. That is because we are watching these worlds from the perspective of Eddie as he plots his revenge against Freddy Funko, which is confirmed by the next shot. What I really notice here is there's a middle world that Eddie is looking at. It looks sort of like vaguely European architecture, like Northern Europe. But I genuinely have no idea what franchise this is. I guess we'll be getting that once the game comes out. Or maybe in another trailer. Then you see some quick shots of some more action from The Thing and The Mummy. Then another confirmation of the 4-player co-op with some Battlestar Galactica characters. Then there's a funny shot of an old guy in front of a computer showing how Eddie is infecting a world. Then we get some new franchises, including Hot Fuzz, and another one that I'm really excited for, Jaws. And we see some more Eddie possession, along with some shots from The Thing and Jurassic World. You see where I'm on to when they say that they really fall back on these franchises? They're the poster child? But here is where I talk about those crowns, because we see it on multiple villains from Battlestar Galactica, Jurassic World, The Thing, on a police officer from a franchise that I don't know. I believe that these villains will be the final bosses of their worlds, and that when we finally confront Eddie, he'll use all the powers of the defeated villains in a final battle, kind of like Lord Vortek in LEGO Dimensions. Then we get some quick scenes from some random franchises that I don't know. A planet gets blown up, that was pretty cool. But then we see this. A Giganotosaurus from Jurassic World Dominion and a boss fight in an office. But the weird thing is, these are not possessed by Eddie. Are they collaborators or something? We also see some of the first content from Jordan Peele's Nope. Next, we get a good look at some special abilities that characters might have, such as teleportation, which leads me to believe that different Funko Pops will have different abilities. So then it'll be kind of like the toy pad in LEGO Dimensions. Very interestingly, we see a shot of Freddy Funko disintegrating while holding an uncorrupted crown. I believe that these crowns are what gives Eddie his power to possess the villains, and might be some sort of collectible or main power source or MacGuffin. Then we see a list of every franchise inside Funko Fusion, which I will list out very soon. One thing that I have noticed throughout these trailers is the heavy blood and gore throughout, which is an interesting move which will distance it from a kid's game, much like the LEGO games. This could be a deliberate move by 1010 Games to distance themselves from the image of a kids game developer and more towards serious games and topics. Finally, I would like to break down the poster for Funko Fusion. I noticed Blue and Owen at the front, which may be playable, and Owen is holding a tranquilizer rifle, as well as a Freddy Fazbear, a shark from Jaws, and that guy who is an Omni-Man from Invincible. I don't know his name. As well as the car from Knight Rider. That's interesting. Just know that I do not know much about these franchises, and that's my breakdown of the trailers of Funko Fusion. So the game is set to release on September 13th, 2024 for PC, PS4, PS5, and Xbox Series X and S, as well as the Nintendo Switch. But that one may be coming later. I might make a video on that. The game is going to be available for physical pre-order right now if you want to go down into the description. But there is only one version available, which is nice. And it is at the moment $60. If you pre-order, you will get the Walking Dead DLC pack, which comes with 2 Walking Dead characters. It is unknown if there will be a Walking Dead hub world or level or relevance to the story outside of the character pack, or if the pack will be available after launch, so I would recommend pre-ordering soon. It is also unknown when digital pre-orders will be available, but I will update this video's description when they are available. Now, let's go through the list of all of the franchises in Funko Fusion in alphabetical order. Back to the Future, Battlestar Galactica, Child's Play, Five Nights at Freddy's, Invincible, Hot Fuzz, Knight Rider, Jaws, Jurassic World, Nope, Megan, The Thing, The Mummy, Shaun of the Dead, Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, Umbrella Academy, Masters of the Universe, Xena Warrior Princess, Voltron Legendary Defender, and The Walking Dead. Now, let's go look into the Funko Fusion website to see what they have there. So on the website, they have the release date, as well as a link to wishlist the game on Steam if you're a PC player. They also have the reveal trailer, of course, linked just as I will with everything that we look at in this video linked in the description. So under the About section, they have this to say about Funko Fusion. Experience a festival of fandom like you have never before in Funko Fusion. Play through iconic worlds and mash up characters inspired by some of your favorite franchises in an action-adventure game with uniquely authentic, irreverent humor from the creative minds of 1010 Games. Express your fandom with 60 unique playable characters from more than 20 fan-favorite franchises, all lovingly created in Funko Pop form. Explore worlds inspired by Jurassic World, Back to the Future, Jaws, The Thing, Chucky, Battlestar Galactica, Hot Fuzz, The Umbrella Academy, Masters of the Universe, Invincible, and many more. They also have a part of the page to talk about the aforementioned Walking Dead DLC pack, where they name the two characters. They are Rick Grimes and Michonne. I've never watched The Walking Dead, so I have no clue who these guys are. But an interesting thing that I have seen for these characters is that they have alternate outfits. For Rick Grimes, it is his leader skin, and for Michonne, it is her traveler skin. One of the most interesting parts, however, is that they are making real-life Funko Pops from this game. There's one for the Indominus Rex from Jurassic World, He-Man from Masters of the Universe, Megan from Megan, RJ McCready from The Thing, and Nicholas Angel from Hot Fuzz. Next, we have a screenshot gallery, but it is all just scenes from the trailers that we went over. And finally, on the website, there is a FAQ. This is mostly stuff that we already went over in our dissection, and some honestly really stupid questions. So firstly is, what kind of game is Funko Fusion? Their answer is, Funko Fusion is a story-driven, handcrafted, third-person action game where you get to play with some of your favorite characters from across TV, movies, games, and comics. Next is if you need Funko Pops to play Funko Fusion, which is valid as it's quite similar to LEGO Dimensions. But the answer is no. Then they ask about Funko Fusion Funko Pops, which we already went over, and the pre-ordered Walking Dead bonus pack. And then they ask if they can add your favorite franchise to the game, and they say, ask them. The worst they can say is no, but the answer is probably no if it isn't a Universal property, because that seems to be all that they're adding to this game. Alright, finally, let's go look at some of their posts on Twitter. I would recommend that you go follow at Funko Fusion Game and at 1010 Games Ltd to stay up to date on all the new content from Funko Fusion. So first, let's look at the first tweet about a first look at the game that a news company called ComingSoon.net got. On the caption, they say, one cool aspect is that you'll unlock new mechanics and items in each world, which can be used elsewhere and provides for some unique crossovers. Which confirms my theory from earlier. Next, we get some fun screenshots with some captions from Hot Fuzz and The Thing, each saying, ever wondered why the crime rate in Sandford is so low and the accident rate is so high? And stay cool and enjoy a relaxing weekend without Norwegian incidents, respectively. Then, a clip of the world being devoured by Eddie from the reveal trailer is shown with the cryptic caption, if it takes over, then it has no more enemies. Nobody left to kill it. And then, it's won. The final thing we will look at today is a 9-second clip from an area of The Thing's hub world. It shows picking up and throwing a gas canister, then luring the Thing near to give it damage. This clip also shows a marker of objectives and the gun interface with ammunition with 8 shots for the shotgun, as well as the ability to destroy environments with the explosions. This all confirms the gameplay footage from the teaser trailer. Well, there you go. There is my deep dive into the entirety of the current knowledge on 1010 Games Funko Fusion. Remember, the game releases on September 13th, 2024, and I will be making content for this game at launch. I am very excited for this, and if you are excited as well, or if you enjoyed the video, be sure to like, subscribe, and turn on that bell notification, as it helps small channels like me quite a bit. See you in the next Funko Fusion video. So long. Goodbye.